Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent. And I think we ourselves don't even know yet what we're in for when it comes to Vechain. I'm so excited to bring this to you because we are truly in for a massive run with Vechain. I got quite a few things to bring to you. I got more things to bring you towards the end of the month, but all I've got to say is if you are on the Vechain train, you don't even know what you're in for yet because it's going to be unbelievable. Kicking off today with the Vechain is Vechain altcoin, the perfect for the food industry. You know, why is the Vechain token great for the industry? Now, vsupplychain.com got this great article here. You know, it is not like any other altcoin. It really isn't. Vechain altcoin, has enabled use cases acquired since 2019, ranging from top 10 ranked supply chain companies like Walmart to downstream supply chain partners such as, what do we go here? Like as farmers, right? So all the way from like your top corporate companies all the way to farmers, they're all using it. And it's really important to grasp what that is. And if I can ask you one thing over the weekend, if you don't know yet much about how Vechain works and how it helps, please do your research on it because I would be here for over an hour to go over everything. And if you guys want me to be here for over an hour going over it all, then put it in the comments below and let me know how much of the blockchain aspect of Vechain do you know and do you want more on it, because I'm happy to give it to you. Now, in 2020, Vechain joined China Animal Health and Food Safety Alliance as well. And it just goes on and on, right? Now, this article here is absolutely massive. So, why enterprise members need the blockchain technology, why Vechain blockchain in food industry supply chain, the Walmart way of using it, Sam's Club, Norway in a box. I'm going to put this one here in, I'm going to put this link. I'm going to, refer back to it so you guys can actually check it out. It is so in-depth, right? So more examples of how Vechain has been used in the food industry alone. But Vechain doesn't just do food industry, right? This is just one sector that Vechain does really well. But then there are other sectors that it does really well. And this article is awesome. And I love bringing to you guys information like this because it really solidifies with you, whether the prices go down or up, that you're in something that is going to help the world and help the environment. And more importantly, it is helping businesses, and it does solve real world problems at a large scale. And that's what I find really cool. And this goes, this would have taken ages to make as an article, and it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Go over it, check it out. And the reason why I don't go over it in full with you here on the channel is because I want you guys to get into the habit of doing your own research, doing your own background checks, and making sure that you're putting in the hours to do your own research to really get very well educated on this topic, because it will ultimately impact your financial wealth. Now, in 2019, the San Marino Republic adopted Vechain 4 in its efforts to become the first carbon neutral country, and this represents the first global example of top-down incentivization from the government level to citizens using blockchain technology. Now, this will become a trend. So we got this happening right now. By the end of the month, we may have the biggest news yet to come into the Vechain ever. And there are rumors circulating right now that China, at the end of the month, is going to make a massive announcement on how they are going to be adopting Vechain at a large scale as a country. And I really look forward to bringing you that and so much more on the channel as we close off as we are going towards closing the month. And I think June has told us a lot. But China making that type of announcement, I can only just imagine what that will do to the price. It's going to be insane. Now, Vechain will enter $1 billion DeFi market with Vechain 2.0. So if you haven't, the Vechain 2.0 white paper will include details on the integration of decentralized finance DeFi into the Vechain 4 VET blockchain. The demand from companies for decentralization finance applications for Vechain is growing. It only makes sense, right? If you have this many companies, this large scale people that work with you, and they are going elsewhere to get their finance sorted, why not bring it into your own network and give it to them? It's genius. It's absolutely genius what is happening with the Vechain. And once that kicks in, oh, it's going. It's one of my favorite videos to make because there's just so much that the general public doesn't know about Vechain, and you do. And at the prices that we have today is absolutely insane. It's not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but do your research, and I think you and I will agree on just how good it is. And it is all about progressing ecosystems, according to Sunny Lu, and I cannot wait to hear more and see that white paper come out. Now, I like what Booster Yoda has said here. We could possibly be building up to the biggest announcement in crypto to date. Vechain's third year mainnet anniversary is only a few days away, and they are telling you that they are direct partnerships with the government of China. There are hints. There are hints out there, guys, in the world of social media. When you got a company that says in 2009, this was 16 hours ago, in 2019, Vechain became one of the first blockchain service providers that registered with the Cyberspace Administration of China. Guided by strategic partners, Vechain continues to demonstrate advantages in regulatory compliance and compliance. Vechain third anniversary, hashtag massive news to come out of that. And I think, by the end of the month, we're going to have some big news. And I think a partnership with the government of China will just send Vechain absolutely exploding. So super exciting. In other news as well, when it comes to Vechain, the Vechain RSI feed is now on the Crypto.com price page, which I think is pretty cool as well. More visibility, as we know, Crypto.com is a massive platform, and so having the RSS feed of Vechain on there, I think is really cool. And then as we look towards, what is going on and what is could potentially be happening for the third birthday of the Vechain mainnet, it says here that BYD was one of the early participants in the digital carbon ecosystem, introduced by Vechain in the DNV assurance in October 2018. The blockchain technology offered reliability, transparency, and trust between all parties. So this has been 3 years in the making. So if what I'm researching comes through, this has been 3 years in the making, and that is so exciting. I think we're onto something, and I think we definitely pick this up. And I'm excited for you. I'm excited for me, and I'm excited for anybody on the Vechain trend. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on this as we head towards the third birthday of the mainnet. Now, from a price action point of view, everything right now that we're seeing and what has been going on, I think in the not too distant future, we're going to be moving into the 30s, moving to the 40s and 50s and beyond. Will we hit $1 by the end of 2021? I personally believe yes. And that is not financial advice, but just based on the research that I've done, I think that is definitely possible. As sort of like a rough guideline on how we can get to the 45 cents in the short term, right? So when we are here, bounce up and then, continue to go forward towards the 45 cents. That is obviously, nothing is straightforward. It's never going to be, a direct one straight up line. But I just want to give you guys a little bit of guideline on how that could happen. We do have a strong resistance point, coming up at the 9 cents mark, which we will, once we smash through that, will be awesome. Now, as we move forward into 2022 and beyond, seeing $1.50 VET, $2 VET, you're going to see these numbers, right? Now, the main point to break is 25 cents. Once it breaks 25 cents and it consolidates above 25 cents, then the next stop will be 80. Then after that, we're going to be, 8 cents is one of the major break points. Then we're going to go above 26 cents, 77 cents, and then $1.60 are the next points. Now, at the moment, it's all speculative, of course, because, we haven't hit any resistance, and we'll be in uncharted territory, which is super exciting. Now, as we look here at a descending triangle, we could be forming this particular formation. So we might jump to 18 cents, come back down to 8 one more time, go up to 10, go down, and then fly off into the 27s and 30s and beyond. So long-term analysis of what happens and where do we go from here, excluding China news, excluding what that can do to the marketplace, just you purely looking at the numbers, jumping over to 60 cents, consolidate at 40 and then go off into the $1. I want to know from what you think. Do you think we can go above $1? How high do you expect Vechain to go in 2020? Sorry, in 2021, 2022, and 2023. What are your thoughts? Where are we going? Where's this Vechain train taking us? And how big is that news going to be from China, which has been literally 3 years in the making? I'm super excited for you. Let me know in the comments. As always, a huge thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.